I wonder if this is working. I gotta check that this is actually working. I'm sorry, I'm looking downwards. Oh my god, I need to do something about this. I didn't prepare well enough. Laptop. Aha! It's a really crappy angle for me, but... Oh well. At some point, I will have to go downstairs, and you can join me, as I will be getting this brownie salted caramel cupcake. I also took some Toll House cookies and threw that in the batter and shoved that in the oven. Anyway, the point is it's going to be sugary and sweet, and I will be eating that in the next approximately 10 minutes, depending on my oven. I hope you guys are having a good sun day. It is definitely sunny here in Los Angeles. It's pretty warm today. I made it to the Huntington Library, which I'm always bragging about, like, how much I love it. Oh, it's so good. But I do love the Huntington Library. I just find it very peaceful. And, you know, I feel like so frou-frou because I'm a member of the Huntington Library. Yes, I'm even the second tier. Oh, yeah, that's right. My membership includes those free evening hours. Ridiculous. But I do love it. I do love the Huntington Library. All right, it is like just a fun place to go. So I went today. It is hot as hell because this is California, and you know, I don't know if you know this about California, but it occasionally catches fire, like the whole state. And yeah, speaking of, as some of you may know, I have been talking about attempting home ownership in the state of California, which, if you don't know, is like near impossible unless you're in not even a 1%er. You have to be like a 0.01% or some shit like that because, I can't imagine it. So, option B is now that we're trying to find suitable plot of land because it's a little more flexible for us. However, since neither I nor Basti know anything about geology, we really need someone with better expertise than us two morons to tell us whether land is good or of quality so that we can build a house on it and how much it's going to cost us to try and build on the side of a mountain because all these plots of lands are super mountainous. And one we went to go see, we didn't even make it up the hill before realizing, I'm like, there is no fucking way we can buy this place. It was literally the side of the mountain, and it was like jaggedy, and like people were also using the place as like a dog trail, which is fine, but I wouldn't want to destroy that. And there was no road, and there's a giant sign when you go in warning you not to do anything that could potentially cause a fire because this whole place will go up in flames in a second. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think that this is the place we want to build our house. All right. So me and Blasky turned around. Also, Blake, I don't know why she gets afraid of heights sometimes, but she was freaking out on the top of like this little hill. It wasn't little. It was pretty steep, but she was like, no, no, like just freaking out. Like I don't understand it because it's not like, you know, it's funny the weird fears we develop, right? Because it's like Blake has been going up things since she was very young, and she hasn't had any weird trauma with heights. And just from one day to the next, she's kind of developed this weird fear of like heights. And I'm like, ain't that a little strange? But it's happened. Anyway, I think I was going to complain about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, but I'm going to give it a few minutes. I mean, I'm not going to... There's one I'm going to complain about more than the other. And, like, I'm really going to complain about the assholes spouting nonsense over various, you know, let's just say feminist-leaning websites. Basically painting Amber Heard as, like, she's a double victim because the media has turned on her and so has the internet, full of misogynist bullies who don't understand that we have to believe all women. See, like, I think a lot of women don't believe all women because we know women, right? Like, you think I haven't met a psycho bitch in my life? I totally have. You think I've never met a cruel, heartless witch? I definitely have met some horrible females in my life. This is why I have a whole thing about believe all women. I'm like, why did we decide that this was an acceptable narrative to go with? It's dumb. No, you can't believe all women. Some women are liars, okay? Like, that's just common sense. I am a woman, and I know some fucking liars. I have literally been lied to by a woman many times. Multiple of them, even. I just find this narrative so dumb. And, like, of course, like everyone online, I'm watching this trial thinking, well, Heard is coming off just fucking like a horrible liar. I don't know. Call it, if we want to be stereotypical, hi Stefan, women's intuition. Women's intuition? That bitch be lying. Also, like, all the witnesses basically have said, yeah, she's a fucking crazy person. Yeah, she infamously, was just ultra violent. And, like, there's that recording that you thought would help her, but in reality just made her sound like a bigger psychopath. Like, you actually hit him? I didn't punch you! I just open hand hit you. It's like, oh god, great. We're using the child abuse threshold as like, oh, that's not abuse. You know that? You can't punch your kid, but you can open hand spank them. I guess it varies from state to state, but yeah. Anyway, I want to talk about how you shouldn't stick your dick in crazy, but likewise, as a vagina haver, you also shouldn't, get crazy dick in you. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we need to talk about this. Because, like, I feel like Johnny Depp, even though he's Johnny Depp, and he's like this, super cool cat, and he's like, I'm Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was already on the downward slope when he got with Amber Heard, which I think was part of the reason he, like, felt revived by, like, this chick, like, half his age, who's like, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. She's a very beautiful woman. So he sees this fucking smoking hot 20-something-year-old who's all up and like, ooh, I think you're so sexy, and da-da-da-da-da, playing him like a fucking fiddle. And he's like, yeah, he needs this. Like, he's older. He's like an older man. And he's like, I need me some young thing to, like, love me, so I feel good about the fact that I'm aging. And so he goes for it. He goes for the bait right there and then without thinking, Johnny, why does this pretty young thing want to be with you? An aging actor. Yes, you're very famous and all this stuff, but what does she have to offer? And it reminds me of a different celebrity couple. I would call them a celebrity couple, but let's just call them, what do they call, summer-winter relationships? George Clooney and that, like, foxy human rights attorney that he's with of South Asian descent. Oh, wait, I hear the brownies are almost done. Come with me, join me for the brownies. Join me! As I continue to talk. Anyway, as I was saying, do I believe George Clooney when he says that he is in love with human rights attorney because, not just because she's smoking hot and, like, half his age, but she's also, like, has intellectual value? Yes, I believe him. Now, do I believe that Johnny Depp, like, saw Amber Heard and thought, yeah, this is a very smart and beautiful and vibrant young woman who inspires me, and it's just, like, on my intellectual level? No, goddamn. She was a hot piece in her mid-20s, and he didn't think, well, I wonder why this girl wants to be with me. It must be because I'm such a handsome man. No, it's because sometimes, it sounds mean, but sometimes when we're like, someone's hitting on us, or trying to get with us, or we're dating someone, I feel like Amala, our evenly matched, Johnny and Amber on the other hand, yeah. Amala, thank you, that's her name. Alright, just give me 1 second to get these. Oh no! Brownies! Stay! Sorry. You guys are actually being stood up by the air fryer. Where's my other? There we go. Anyway, as I was trying to say, when you're a 7 and a 10 is really interested in you, I'm not saying, you have to ignore her and obviously this person's, like, out to destroy you. But I'm just saying that sometimes you gotta be a little cynical about the situation. You're like, does someone this age and this hotness level really want to be with me? for me, I mean, sometimes that's legit. You just have to be prepared to make that extra couple of thoughts to really understand the person within. Like, and I'm sorry, I don't think that Johnny Depp loved Amber Heard because, oh my god, she's just like the smartest, most interesting woman I've ever met. I just don't think that. Oh man, these are delicious looking. I want to eat them now. Sorry, it's I put Toll House cookies in my brownie mix. Huzzah. Too hot. No. No, I must let them sit. Oh, do I have milk? I hope so. Sorry. Me and Bus have been doing crazy amounts of spring cleaning, so like, there's laundry. It's clean laundry though. We've just been going through all of mostly Blake's stuff because Blake just has so much stuff. We are just like, Blake is like an only grandchild and like our only child, and let's just say that, you know, she gets a lot of stuff. All right, she gets a lot of stuff from everyone. Whew. Oh my goodness, what a bad angle, but what else can I do? Slightly better. God, this makes me look quite wide in the face. Why do I look so poofy? Am I just imagining it? Did I eat something of poofy qualities? What I mean by poofy qualities is something I potentially can be allergic to. I don't know. I'll find out when I... No, I'm not actually allergic to anything right now because I get very itchy in my mouth and my tongue, and occasionally I get that freaky fish face that you get. You're like, oh. For some odd reason, I'm allergic to, not always, this is the thing, it's like a roulette with me, gel tablets for like painkillers. The gel tablet, I don't know what they're putting in the gel tablet version. Like, what's like chemical concoction has been changed from pill to gel, but whatever that is, occasionally it makes me look like a puffy monster with fish eyes. Alright, it's, I mean, luckily it's not like, you know, worthy of like my, my throat closing or anything like that. But, it still makes me look ridiculous. It usually, like, will subside on its own. I've never had too much issue with it. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. God, I really want to eat those brownies now. Nope. Give them another 5 minutes. Then they'll be suitable for munching. Yes, indeed. But as I was saying, number 2. Other reason I don't believe Amber Heard, it's like, oh my... She's like, is she really such a bad actress? Because it always sounds like she's spinning some terrible stories. Now, this sounds real screwed up. Because I'm like, I guess everybody does, like, process their traumas. And I'm not saying that she might not have traumas, and she might have had a very tumultuous relationship with Johnny Depp. But I feel like a lot of the stories she says, like, I don't know, my bullshit detector just keeps going off. And I'm trying to figure out why, and it just feels like her stories feel really made up. Like, you remember when you were in middle school, and there was always that guy who's, like, making up all kinds of stories, like, yeah, bro, I swear, like, my dad took me to a strip club. Yeah, because, like, I was totally allowed in, and, like, these girls, they gave me a free lap dance because they were like, oh my god, you're so cool. You're from such and such middle school. I went there too. You know, that guy, you know, that kid from school. You know the one. The kid of tall tales that, you know, is completely full of shit. Yeah. Amber Heard is giving me those vibes. And I don't know why, but just, it really is. Ugh. I wish I wasn't just going off of, I don't like that bitch. You know, because it comes off as like, you remember, if you guys have ever seen the Family Guy parody of Star Wars, the second one, the one where they're making fun of Empire Strikes Back, and they show Mon Mothma, is that her name? Basically, I'm the Mon Mothma, and the only other woman in this movie, and then Lois is like, Princess Leia is like, I don't like that person, or I don't like that woman. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be that. It sometimes comes off as that because it's like, oh, look at you, little frumpy housewife. You're talking shit about Amber Heard? Yeah. Of course you would hate her. You know, I don't like to come off that way. But at the same time, like, I just, I mean, I don't know. I'm still watching as it goes. Like, I'm expecting some, like, insane people to come on her defense to really, like, turn this whole shit around, right? Like, it's like, oh, Johnny Depp said, already had all his people come on and say, wow, yeah, she's all kinds of crazy. Um, but I found her side, like, no one said, oh, yeah, I witnessed Johnny Depp and he was killing kittens and throwing them off rooftops and chucking them down at orphans. Like, I didn't see any of that. Like, where's the people saying he's done that? Oh, there's no one there. Except Amber Heard. And, again, not to say, people can't be a different person when it's just between two other people. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say, though, is that, like, for the amount of crazy and mean and psychopathic that she wants us to believe Johnny Depp is, you would think one other human being on this planet would have seen something and been like, oh yeah, me. I saw he was a crazy psychopath who chucked kittens down at orphans from a rooftop. Yes. But there doesn't really seem to be that person. Not really. Most is her lawyer, who sucks. All these lawyers on her side suck. Like, it's almost, like, laughable. I'm like, what? I could have made a better case for you, and I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about when it comes to the law. I don't know. I just feels like it was, like, under-researched. You ever get someone... You know what it feels like? Another school reference. When you're in school, and there was that person who totally didn't read the book, and they're trying to do the book report based off, like, the nothing that they had, which sometimes was me, admittedly. Yeah, this is what this reminds me of, okay? Oh, it's so freaking crazy. Alright, guys. I think now it's brownie time. It's brownie time. It's brownie time. I'm gonna eat some brownies. There you go. Alright, everybody, take care. Be safe. Have a good Sunday.